me. I had some trouble getting started today because OBS was acting up, so I had to go back to Streamlabs. It was not letting me update my my stream information, so it was refusing to go from like the Ninja Turtle game I was playing last week back to Final Fantasy VII, and it was driving me insane. And I even tried restarting the program. For some reason, it refused to update the info. So I'm back on fucking Streamlabs again. Oy. I don't like Streamlabs as much as I like OBS. Though I have more of the plugins working on this one than I do that one. Oh well. Anyway, let me go call the boys, and we'll get started. The game's up. I just gotta take down the image. Where the? There it is. Just gotta push down. Turn off the crash music. We don't need that. Hello.
There we go.
How's it going?
It's alright. Yourself?
I'm doing alright. Just turn off this image. There we go. There's the funnel of the fantasy. I had issues with OBS and had to go back to Streamlabs because it was refusing to update the stream info from Ninja Turtles to this. A little bit of an issue, you know.
Slightly alarming.
So I still had this program. I still had Streamlabs installed, so I just turned it on, set up Final Fantasy real quick. But other than that, everything's okay.
Well, that's good.
Audio's fine. Everything else is working. Just not OBS for some fucking reason.
I'll tell you what else isn't working. Resident Evil 9 for me.
Go ahead. I'm just gonna let you go.
Oh. I don't know. It's like I know it's only like a
I don't
release
really have
trailer.
too many. I have a couple of opinions, but nothing like super strong. So I'm gonna let you
It's
go
just
before I
like-
say anything.
Like, yeah, there's nothing to it. It's basically just like cutscenes and like, oh, we're remembering Outbreak exists for some reason.
Which, I mean, I'm cool with that because I liked Outbreak, but I'm like one of like 3 fans of Outbreak, so...
Well, like nothing against Outbreak, but it's like odd that we're of all things we're bringing that back right now. Especially with like rumors that Leon's showing up because of course he fucking is.
Of course he is.
Gotta love him.
You know,
like,
think about it. I'll let you go, but I'll do a greater Resident Evil discussion after your 2 cents and then my 2 cents.
Forget it.
Really funny is that you watch the trailer and there's just nothing really Resident Evil about it, I feel.
I didn't realize it was Resident Evil until I saw the remains of the RPD station. When,
until they basically have a big sign that says it's Resident Evil, guys.
So when I was watching the trailer, because I was watching, because a friend of mine was streaming the whole like showcase.
Yeah.
We were him, myself, and the chat at one point thought it might have been a fucking David Cage game. This isn't a joke.
Yeah.
We genuinely like, is this a David Cage game? And then
They,
we're
like,
joking
had
about
real-
how David Cage used to get out of the game industry.
It had real supermassive like the people behind Until Dawn sort of like trailer energy.
Yeah, it didn't really strike me as Resident Evil-y.
It's
But
a
then
real
again-
game, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually haven't traveled by route
And then
before.
it's like, yeah, there's not. It felt like the trailer I watched just didn't feel like Resident Evil in any capacity. It could have been for any generic horror game, and I think it's really funny that we're in this scenario where Silent Hill is also getting a sequel slash another entry, like main entry.
Yeah, by the way, I'm
Because,
actually
like,
really excited for
like,
that one now.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Compare like Silent Hill F stuff, like trailers, to Resident Evil 9, even like in terms of just reveal, and it's like
Silent
they're
Hill-
both attempting.
Okay, sorry.
I was gonna say, the funny thing is they're literally both attempting to do the same thing, which is take a survival horror franchise that debuted in the 90s on the PlayStation, and effectively do a soft reboot slash differing new entry that differs from like the standards. Like in F's case, they're completely not in Silent Hill, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, we've talked about that before, because like the one thing I was gonna say was
Those the
it
words of a soldier
feels
candidate?
very much to the spirit of like the original Silent Hills that
Yeah.
like the original 3.
Like You
So,
watched
like,
that Silent Hill F trailer.
To me, unlike some people apparently online, Silent Hill isn't about the city of Silent Hill. It's about the way the horror works around the protagonist of the game. You can have Silent Hill take place in any place, in my opinion, as long as it functions in that regard.
So does no one?
Yeah, I mean, the town itself is sort of an entity, but like realistically, I said before, like there's only so much of the town, of that small seaside, or that small like lakeside town you can really explore.
Yeah.
We've kind of hit all the major beats. And so I think like doing a
and then we hit them again and again and again and again.
Yeah, and I feel like a completely divorce that's like a spiritual successor is an ideal.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, Aerith said a
But-
bad word. She said shit.
Oh no, cancel her.
Cancelled on Twitter.com. Anyway, go ahead.
That was unexpected. Thank you, Cloud.
But yeah, it's very interesting to be in this position where
There it is.
nothing
The
else.
wall.
Yeah, you watch that Silent Hill F train, you're like, oh cool, a new Fatal Frame, and then you're like, oh no, it's Silent
Thought
Hill.
moving once, but
That's my little joke, but
I couldn't.
I mean, yeah, I could see that. Like,
No,
I think
what?
at first I did, and I was like, wait, no, hold on. These are like monsters. What's going on?
World bursting.
Rather than,
yeah,
rather than
but it's more the point
More
of
than I can handle.
there's style and substance, and you can at least fit, at least if nothing else, Silent Hill F doesn't realistically or doesn't really look like anything else. Like, there's no point where I'm like going to be confused if I look at anything from Silent Hill F, at least so far what we've seen, and I'll think and I'll go, oh, this could be from anything.
Oh, speaking
Whereas
of that,
everything we,
okay, continue, because that just reminded me of something I want to make
Whereas-
fun of.
everything in RE9, from like the protagonist down to even the few brief bits of gameplay and the few like shots of monsters, I'd be like, I'd be all, is this the new Bloober Team game?
Yeah, I remember one of them we thought was David Cage. There was another thing that we thought it might have been before I saw the remains of Raccoon, which I think it's neat to do like a, hey, let's go poke a stick at the remains of Raccoon.
I can't count on you to wait.
But that's why I'm kind of like in the let's
Sure
wait
about
and
this?
see sort of
See
thing.
for
I
yourself.
want to see more of it. Right now, I'm kind of like in the middle. They did say there's going to be a third-person option
Maybe I'll
right
go
off
on
the
ahead
bat.
and leave you all by your
So
lonesome.
Wait and see, yeah.
Just
So I'm a little bit more interested because there is going to be
Maybe you
a
shouldn't talk.
third person because I
Then
don't
you
really
talk.
care too much about
tell
first-person
me a
horror.
story.
As I said, I am willing to wait and see. This isn't me saying, oh yeah, the game sucks. What I am saying though is it's for your first reveal and you have a direct competitor who's kind of showing you up. It's never a great look.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so the other thing, actually speaking of like you saying like, oh, you know exactly what it is at that point, this is actually a really funny thing for me to just make fun of U.S. marketing. Have you? You've of course seen the box art typically, like, you know, where it's got like the it shows her face, the plants are kind of melding into it. Like, she's not covered; it's literally being melded into her. It's a really cool box art. Have you seen the U.S. box art they're gonna be throwing out? It's so generic looking.
For which one? Silent Hill or for Resident Evil 9?
Silent Hill F.
Oh well.
Yeah, look it up.
Uh,
It's so bad.
Yeah.
It looks.
Yeah,
so,
that could be anything.
yeah, like I got into this conversation with someone on that because they couldn't understand why people didn't like it, and I like broke it down like you know, like that, where I broke down the explanations, like how the Silent Hill F does add intrigue. You're like, okay, so this is the protagonist, something weird's going on with the plant, it's kind of like melding into her body, it has a very striking image. The colors are very bright, they catch your eye, so like you see that on the shelf, it's gonna get your eye. The other one, I could put Until Dawn on there, or anything, and nobody would fucking know.
They're getting
Yeah, I think
Like,
one of the other
I don't.
problems.
You can't even, because it's so dark too. Like, it's hard to make out even what the hell I'm supposed to be looking at. So there's like no information to ascertain, and because of its more muted colors, it blends in and will get overlooked on the shelf far more likely than
Where are you going, Cloud?
the original box art, which is really good art in my opinion.
Yeah, it reeks of the someone in like marketing told them, look, you have to have a cover that shows most of the character so that people know what they're buying, and it's like, you know, style trumps that sort of mentality like every single time.
Yeah. Though if I wanted to be funny, I could be like, hey, was the American marketing team worried about putting a Japanese character on the front of the box?
Almost definitely, but I don't think there. But I'd be very surprised if there is an American character they can throw in, and I don't think they're going to do
Probably
like
not.
a square move where they just like take the little twink boy Japanese protagonist and replace him with a big strong dad
Not in this
protagonist.
day and age. But this
Yeah.
is me commenting on just saying like, I think the U.S. marketing might be a little bit of racist, possibly. But yeah, no, I think I actually am looking forward to Silent Hill F.
Okay then.
The more and more I saw of it, the more and more I'm interested in this. This one for Resi 9, I'm like, okay, well you have third person, so I'm a little bit more interested in at least keeping an eye, but like I can't say that like I have like any strong feelings other than what they showed seems generic, but I'm willing to give a benefit of the doubt because it was at the Jeff Keighley fucking award show shit.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'll wait for more,
and they
but
tend to be more generic when they're at the Jeff Keighley show.
I'll say this, at the very least, like, even the games I wind up not liking, like, I have a lot of opinions about why RE8 is a terrible game, and you should feel bad for liking it. But, I'll say this, RE8 came out strong with its, like, reveal, with its
Oh
reveal.
yeah, right away.
They knew what people were into.
Yeah, right away people glommed onto the fucking vampire lady that was only there for like 5 minutes. And they know that.
That 5 minutes is an entire third of that game. And it's the best part.
It is the best part. Also, Capcom's aware of it too, considering at that thing they even had her during the little celebration bit talking, like the actress who played her.
I can see that.
So they are well aware of how much of a sleeper hit character she was that they definitely did not expect at the time, like the time of like leading up to in the release.
I figured everyone was going to be big on Ethan and Mark checks notes. Mama Miranda, who invented the T-virus? What the fuck? What is this shit? Who writes this shit?
Who writes this crap? But yeah, I fucking hate Winter so much. He's so lame. I don't know why. I can't even explain why I hate him. Where like Chris, I'm just indifferent to. I don't really care for Chris either. I just don't hate him.
Oh, I know why. Because for nothing else, Chris at least pretends to have a character.
They know that. Don't worry.
Ethan has literally fucking nothing except need to find my wife, and then, you know, for RE8 it's replace wife with daughter.
I was so surprised this is now the Outbreak lady's daughter and not Ethan Winter's daughter until they make that the plot twist.
Not debris. No. That's something at least, but you may not be so lucky next time.
I don't know if we're ever gonna be free from Winters. You know, actually, I was thinking about this too. This is in terms of like characters. The fact that I know I'm not like the big Jill guy or anything like that, but I was thinking about this. It's surprising that Jill isn't actually in more prominent roles, considering she was in both major outbreaks at the start of the series.
It's surprising we've not fucking seen what she's been up to since fucking 2009.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not counting like the fucking CG or DTV movies because I mean.
I know they're canon, but still, we're talking about games.
I like parts of the third one, if only because it's so fucking stupid.
Oh, when they're fucking rolling around shooting the guns at each other at close range.
Yeah, and when no one will ever convince me this isn't what happened, when Chris Redfield calls in a drone strike on a dude's wedding. No, we might need to do like a watch of those movies and riff at some point because, like the way the scene is edited, they have like Chris gets like stumped by this villain and he's basically like, I need to get my revenge, and then the very next scene, is a flashback to that dude's wedding where he gets fucking drone striked and his wife is obliterated.
Technically, there's a way we could do it on stream. I just wouldn't be able to show footage, but I could like.
Oh yeah, I wasn't really on stream. It's like so we could just.
Oh yeah, in general, yeah.
Because, like, those movies are, well, not great, but I guess more entertaining than most Resident Evil movies.
I know there's one that came out a couple of years ago where they had practically every major character in it.
Yeah, that's the fourth one. That's the only time we've ever even remotely seen Jill since, like, RE5, and even then it's still using her remake design, which is, you know, fine, but boring.
Better than Shinra.
But yeah, it's crazy that Jill Valentine has, like, basically been completely sidelined in this series. I am shocked, and it feels especially bad because like the one time we got to have a game with, or like the most recent time we got to have a game with Jill, it was the one they clearly half-assed the most.
Yeah.
Which is the RE3 remake.
great
Then it's
place
like,
to
well,
live.
your other option is Revelations, but Revelations has its own
Well,
problems.
she does have one leg up over Claire, aside from having more games. We can't even get them to fucking re-release Code Veronica on modern hardware.
They've got the right.
Not even a remake, just a re-release. That's all I want.
That's that.
At the very least, Claire did get the RE2 movie, which is probably like the best Resident Evil ever
Yeah, but everyone's
has
focused.
been, or ever will
Which
be.
is true, but everyone's focused on Leon.
Yeah, it's always gonna happen though. Everyone sims for Leon.
I'm kind of indifferent to Leon.
Target weaker
I mean, I rank him as like maybe my third or fourth favorite Resident Evil protagonist.
I think he's gone down more because the fact that he just keeps popping up on stuff, and I'm just like, I want Claire, for pretty much anyone else at this point other than him and Chris.
I think my rankings are Jill, Claire, and then old guy from the RE7 DLC. The one who's like Jack Baker's brother, who punches shit to death, or punches the monsters.
Gotcha.
I rank him as like my third favorite Resident Evil protagonist. Playable protagonist, otherwise, well, maybe Barry Burton actually is up there.
Barry was playable in one game.
Yeah, he's playable in like one of the in Revelations 1 or 2, I think 2.
2, yeah. Because that's technically Claire's other game, because it's it's either, depending on which campaign you're running, it's either her and Moira or Barry and that little girl.
Yeah.
That way is a dead end. They were doing some construction,
But
quit halfway.
and even then, Barry might just be more out of memes. But yeah, RE9 is like, I mean, yeah, still not enough to actually properly judge it, so I'm not going to say.
Yeah, that's kind of
man,
why
it
I
sucks.
don't have any big.
But I
judgment
am
on
going
it.
to say it is a very underwhelming reveal.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm interested to see what they're doing with the Outbreak stuff, because I do like that. I am interested to see, like, them
That
poking a
didn't work.
stick at the
it's broken.
remains of
Pretty
Raccoon.
sure this power
But
is
otherwise,
about
I'm kind of just in the, I guess I'll just wait and see. I don't have any, like, I don't have any scrutiny to it, other than being like, what they showed didn't impress me. But I also don't, like, have any, like, I just don't really have any strong thoughts other than, I guess I'll just have to wait for them to show me more information.
Mm.
I knew it.
Now I'm trying to think what else like big got revealed during that, because we took a week. Well, we had like a week off because I had stuff to do.
For me, Neo 3.
Oh yeah, Neo 3.
Which has a alpha on PlayStation, but not on anything else. But, which does stink, because I don't get to poke a stick at it, but it is what it is. I'm trying to think what all was, like, announced. They showed a little, they've been showing a little bit more of, Ninja Gaiden 4. They now added, threat indicators onto the screen, so, like, if enemies are around you off screen, you have an idea of where they are.
Oh shit! They just announced Spaceballs 2, or at least it's got a teaser. Oh.
I know, oh yeah, I did see that. They, I'm trying to remember his name off the top of my head. I'm stupid and bad with actors' names. But the guy who played Dark Helmet's gonna be back.
Rick Moranis.
I'm not, like, I don't know how I feel about it, because I'm like, it's not
Yeah,
gonna be as good as the original, like, at all. Like, it's not. So I'm kind of like, oh, I guess that's happening.
Feels
Alright.
odd to do it now, like 4 years later, especially now that Star Wars is like on life support. But
Star Wars is mainly being held together by, like, the side stuff. I know Kathleen Kennedy's gone now, though.
Star Wars is being held together by pure fucking by copium.
And, like, the little smaller projects that people like. Because I heard
Yeah.
Endor was pretty good.
I don't want to watch it though. Sorry, just scrolling
But
through.
yes, I'm trying to think. Gave
Stupidly
they gave a release date in a demo for the 2D Ninja Gaiden game. It's pretty good. It's got like 3 levels in it.
Still a fair ways off.
It's definitely
Well,
fun.
we
I
did
do
take a
recommend
detour.
giving it a shot if you want to.
Getting
But I
tired?
don't know if it's on anything other than PC. The
Me,
demo.
I'm feeling a bit hungry.
Oh, right. We gotta get a brand new Marvel fighting game that's not Marvel vs. Capcom.
Don't have time.
Looks yeah, it looks pretty good. With a little
I mean,
recap of it to go wide.
it's access, so it'll probably be it'll probably be a functional game, but
Yeah, like I'm looking forward to it, but like,
yeah,
of the two of us, I'm the only one here who plays fighting games, so.
I do play them. It's just, you know.
You know, at least Kamala finally gets to be in a good video game.
There is that.
Because she was one of the characters they showed off in the initial roster, along with Storm. The Storm design looks really good.
I'm sure I will see a billion fan art of it.
You will.
Oh well.
I've got this.
I'm doing the stupid thing of like scrolling through IGN videos, and I forgot. All right, they upload like 4,000 times a day. Fucking arseholes. Oh, we did get to see Michelangelo's going to be like a skin in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4.
The Ninja Turtles?
Yeah. No, the
Nice.
painter. Yes. Yes, that's it.
Hey, listen, would it be that
Oh, I
crazy
know.
for them to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that?
Nah.
I could see them
Jurassic
doing
World
that because they think it's
Evolution
funny.
3, don't care. More House Flipper DLC, I swear everything's in that fucking thing.
Glad that's over.
Every time I get reminded it exists, I'm just like, wait, they're still updating that, huh?
Still scrolling. Might be here a while.
Let's see, I'm trying to think if there's anything on the top of my head that like was really like a jump out for me. I don't think there was too much that jumped out to me that wasn't something I already knew about. Is the issue for me, because like I already knew about Mouse PI. I've been following that since before it was called Mouse PI.
Yeah.
Which that game looks fun. I did the Unwell looks fun. The other one is kind of rubber hosey, but like a 3D platformer game. There was the Muppets boxing game. Well, I mean it's not Muppets, but it's puppets, but you get my point.
Yeah.
That one I'm interested in because that looks my kind of stupid.
It's as close to a Muppet as you'll get without having to look out on the streets. Eh. It's a slang joke.
No, I got it.
I think I'm getting close. I'm back to 5 days ago. Oh yeah, there's the Requiem reveal trailer. Oh, some Deadpool game that people have been talking about because Patrick Harris is the voice. Don't give a shit, honestly. It's VR.
Yeah, when they were like, oh, it was Deadpool game, I was like, oh, cool, Deadpool game. Immediately VR, I'm like, oh, I'm immediately just don't care now. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh yeah, they did reveal She-Hulk and Rocket for the Marvel beat 'em up. So that's made me interested.
I'm not like big She-Hulk or Rocket guys, but they look good.
Get ready.
Code Vein 2, I am amazed that people remember that game enough to get a sequel.
I tried Code Vein, and I kind of just got bored with it before I really got to the game, because I think it just took too long for it to get started, and I just was not, like, didn't have the patience at that time to wait.
Yeah. From what I remember, it was an alright game, but it was like, the problem is it's basically just another Soulsborne amongst the sea of them, with the only real, like, thing this one had was, well, it won't be around the bush, massive fucking titties.
Tits!
Yeah, but, you know, not being funny, that's, like, the main thing the game had for it to stand out. Which, you know, can work. Oh yeah, before they were cool.
Yes.
No, they should have waited a few years on that trend. Yeah, then half of these are trailers for games that came out years ago because it's Switch 2. Oh yeah.
Which that was, I was like, oh, okay. I was wondering about that one because I was like, I knew they were developing it, but they had gone radio silent for a while, so I was a little concerned.
Hmm. Yeah, there's Neo 3. More stuff for Time Stranger, which I'm excited for.
Time Stranger for that one.
Digimon.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I feel like there's some major thing I'm just not thinking I'm missing, but scrolling through, I'm not seeing it. Well, who knows? Oh, some rival shit. Don't care.
Nice work. Way to think ahead.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. It wasn't like anything like super crazy. It was just more of like, hey, you get to see a little bit more stuff you already knew and already have
a lot of it.
interest in or not.
Yeah, a lot of it does seem to be like trailers for stuff that's already been out on some platform, but is now not no longer like Stellar Blade and everything on the Switch that's now being ported to Switch 2.
Yeah, Stellar Blade I think dropped onto PC yesterday.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, because I think I got the update. I think that was also in the update because I got a notification saying, "Oh, this game's updating."
Because I downloaded the demo, but I'm gonna give it a shot, like probably sometime during the week. Because Steam had their Next Fest, which is basically where people just drop a fuckload of demos.
Yeah, and it's especially, and you know, makes sense. Be interested to see what you think.
I played a rhythm sort of like beat 'em up game called Dead as Disco. That was one of the demos, and that was pretty fun. So the main game goes through its own like soundtrack, and it sort of has the enemies go on a rhythm. And it has like combat similar-ish to Arkham, but way more fluid.
What are they watching?
Way faster.
Hey.
But of course, it's me scratching the surface because I haven't gotten to where you get like upgrades and stuff like that, and the game is also not out yet. But the demo does include the ability to play the survival mode and import your own music into the game, which is pretty neat. That's a cool style. I liked it so far. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more updates from it. Like I said, I already played the Ninja Gaiden demo. There was some shooter game demo I played. I can't remember it. I didn't care for it, and it wasn't anything that was like a big name, so I don't really feel like going into my history to see what was that game called again to make fun of it, because it was one of those games where it's like, okay, the basic shooting it feels fine, but the enemies are kind of like on the shorter end, so they're annoying to shoot, Borderlands 1 high, and not really fun to fight. And it was trying to do one of those like things where, you know, when you watch or play something and the writer clearly thinks that they're being very profound, but they're a complete idiot. It's one of those.
Yeah.
So like I couldn't. So it was one of the things where I couldn't like turn off my brain to ignore the plot that they were trying to tell, and because the gameplay just wasn't fun enough for me to do that. Because I can do that for some games, but because
the original Fallout.
But that
say it's like the it's the original Fallout 3 ending sort of like mentality.
Yeah.
No matter how dumb an idea it is, you have to do it because even you're like, hey, I have a guy who's immune to radiation. Why doesn't he go into the radiation room? I wouldn't want you to miss out.
Wait, I have a lifetime supply of Radaway and Rad Resist. I could just tank this.
Yeah, when we.
Place is really hopping, huh?
Nice side effect of the train situation. So, what do you say?
It's very stupid. That whole thing.
Yeah.
It kind of honestly goes to show you how stupid the writers of Bethesda are. I mean, what?
I help out every now and then. It's fun.
Anyway, go ahead. With your
it's one of these. Same thing. It's the same deal, but I think a lot of it stems from like the kind of almost conflicting idea of wanting to tell like a coherent narrative, but also have like player freedom. In like the gameplay terms, so it's like, oh, you can go anywhere, but like, oh, hey, Sepen. But yeah, having that coupled with then like basically making it so the ending is like a fixed point and it can't be changed no matter what you do. Hi, Sepen.
Even if you make it a fixed point, you have to really, especially again like that, you have to really think of a way that makes sense for it to have to end this way, which becomes harder to do the more choices you give the player. And also again, like in the case of like Fallout 3, there are like 7 different ways you can just have your character not die from the radiation.
I mean, you want to end your game on like a big You want to end your game on like a big self-sacrifice, like Jesus thing. You know, plenty of games have done that. Like And usually how they do that is they just set it up so that you don't have a very obvious way for it to not happen.
It's
you
either
know?
like in the moment where it's like everything's happening too fast and there's not a real way that makes sense. But there are so many stupid ones where they'll actively have the character go into a direction needlessly to where they will get harmed even though they could have done shit over here and not got harmed, and both of them not get harmed. It's so dumb. It's a common problem in writing.
You can't have 3 characters immune to radiation who are like, are you gonna go in there? No.
You can also be immune to radiation, essentially.
And you're sure he's up
It's
to it?
Yeah, but
very
it's
stupid.
but they're like, yeah, I am immune to radiation, but I'm not gonna go in there.
But thou must!
Since I'm so
Well,
generous,
one
I
guy's
got
like,
medicinal herbs.
I'm immune to radiation, but you don't pay me enough to go in there, so I won't. And another guy's like, I too am immune to radiation, but I cannot allow you. I will not rob you from your destiny of dying horribly from being irradiated.
Like, the mercenary one at least makes sense, because he's a mercenary. He's like, why the fuck would I go in there and kill myself? No!
No problem. How many?
But the super mutant who's immune to it and also a good guy, there is no reason he would not do that. Considering also earlier he got the Gek for you because you would die if you tried getting the Gek. At least according to the story.
Yeah, no, but it's your destiny, you see.
It's your destiny to die here. What? It's your destiny. It's written in the stars.
And then
What
the
are you
robot
talking
is
about?
just, and then the robot is just like, don't be a wimp, go in there yourself.
Which is also stupid. It's so bad. It is so
Speaking
bad.
of robots, I like how all the robots in Fallout have the exact same voice actor, no matter like what kind of voice in or character they have.
Okay. Then what'd you do with
Also,
the dog I gave you?
Whether they're the drill sergeant or the private eye or like the
I mean,
British,
they
I
are
thought that
a-
was a nice.
Ooh, to who?
To be
Tell
fair,
me.
they
I
are
thought that was a nice touch. I
massively
thought that was a
produced.
nice touch.
Oh yeah, because they are like like they were massively produced before the war.
Yeah, like they
so-
only have one vocal system, so it all sounds like the same guy, just doing a bunch of different voices.
Yeah, it is a good touch. I will say that. But yeah, I like how also in the patch when they added the thing where you could tell them to do it and they do it. Essentially, they, Fox would be like, "Oh, I guess you're not so
So I'll
cool."
introduce you.
It's like, what? You could tell that was the writer being so mad that people pointed out the very glaring flaw that anybody with a half-functioning brain could have pointed out.
There you go. That's my house.
Maybe you should quit writing.
Maybe.
It's quite. It clearly isn't your cup of tea. You should quit writing and maybe get another job, like fast food attendant.
How's your week been, Sabo?
I've been battling the weeds in my backyard. They just won't die.
The dank kush.
No matter how much weed killer I spray on them, they just keep coming back because of all the wind and all the rain.
So, this is
God,
my mom,
the weather's been
Amira.
killer on my fucking allergies. I've been getting so many fucking
My
migraines
bodyguard.
at night. It sucks.
Hi.
Take good care of
It's
her.
just hot here.
That's my job.
Yeah, it's finally heating up. It was like
Or was my
cold for a
job.
while because it kept raining, and I was like, it's not supposed to be rainy and overcast in
So, Cloud,
June
you
here.
gonna head
That's
back
supposed
to
to happen in
Sector
the
7?
UK.
Yeah.
I wish.
Then I'll show you the way.
Then why'd you have me bring you here? What if the Turks show
I
up?
wish.
It'd suck, but I've dealt with
Also,
them
I've been
before.
working on packing up all of my stuff into
Honestly,
boxes.
I'm much more worried about
Oh, you moving or
What
just
if we get
want
lost,
boxes?
No, I thought I'd be like the AVGN and just have like mountains of boxes all around, so in case a guy dressed like the
Hey,
Joker
Mom,
came in, I could
I'm
throw
gonna
him
go
into
take
them.
Cloud over to Sector 7,
I-
okay?
You know what? Fair enough.
Also, yeah, I'm probably
Till tomorrow. If you
moving
head
at some
out now,
point
it'll be dark when you
this
get
year,
back. Better
so-
to rest up here and make the trip first thing in the morning.
And
When you have
my mother
daylight
was
to
like, if I come back and your junk is all over the house, I'm just gonna throw it out,
She's got a point, Cloud.
Hold up.
and we can't have that.
Oh, yeah. I still
All of
need
my
to deliver
Gundams will be
some
thrown out.
flowers to the Leaf House.
That would be bad.
Since we have a little time before dinner, you should come with.
That
All of
wasn't
my
the
Kira
deal.
plushies will be thrown
And
out.
then you want more?
That'd be good.
Even though you've got a priceless reward coming your way?
I have no Kira
Do
plushies.
you know what I promised him?
I'll do it.
That's
I like the you gotta press reward. You know what I promised him? All right, don't tell your mom about the date.
yeah. Well,
I do like their little cottage
She's
though.
a
It's
handful,
cozy.
isn't she?
it is very nice for a slum.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
isn't a bad little cottage, honestly.
It's like if they live in a polluted slum, why does she have a nice little cottage with a nice garden?
'Cause she's a cute little white girl, that's why.
No, they got you there.
I mean,
Also, maybe like Shinra, I don't know, maybe like the life insurance on an.
I mean, aren't most people in the city white? Like the only black guy I think I've seen is Barrett.
There are other black people. There are other people of color.
I wasn't really paying attention.
They're probably like background. I haven't really been paying
Yeah.
attention, to be honest. Now
I
I'm
know-
curious.
I know,
Oh god,
I know
the
Tifa,
sun!
I know Tifa
And
is
that-
arguably Asian.
And that's because you're all racist.
And
Anyway,
Yeah.
also maybe the more.
Cloud is this weird white Asian amalgamation of a guy with an Asian-ish face who has blonde hair and blue eyes.
I mean, a lot of the characters are literally based on models, so...
I think more. Oh, anyway, for like a more serious answer, maybe it's like the life insurance policy from the adopted mother's husband dying
Yeah, maybe.
in Wutai. Where they were there trying to get Wutai to build a wall and pay
I mean,
for
I
it.
assume Shinra just wouldn't pay out any wrongful death policies. In fact, I assume Shinra would just, kill the rest of the family too. So like, well, everyone's dead. We don't have to.
Take it.
'Cause that's just
Oh,
what
no,
Shinra does.
I don't know. Shinra is
Shinra
very
just-
eager to waste fuckloads of money. Like,
Yeah, but they're also like.
I mean, remember that robot we fought last, like, 2 weeks ago?
yeah, but more than that, remember how they basically rebuilt the entirety of Nibelheim, like brick for brick, perfectly, and then hired an entire town full of actors to just stay there and say, "Hey, we've always lived in Nibelheim. What are you talking about? There was no fire."
There is no fire in Nibelheim.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, they are not above using all of their infinite money on stupid ideas.
That's half of their
but I
fucking
mean-
shtick, honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, paying for insurance is not a non-stupid idea, which means they wouldn't want to do it. They'd be like, "Why would we want to pay this woman insurance when we can rebuild the town of Nibelheim that we burnt down?"
I've got it. Reeves, like, okayed the policy.
Okay, honestly, I really like the look of this, like, weird garden
That's
area.
the one I gave you.
It is?
Nice try, mister. You
Don't
can't
get to
fool
go and
me.
hang out with the kids so you can get a new sword for Cloud. It's very good.
I think we still
I'm gonna
need
guess
to
that's
do
something
one.
I can do after,
Which should we pick next?
I'm gonna guess that's
Yeah,
something I
well,
can do after I do the flower
Good
picking, I'm
eye.
gonna assume.
People used to give
Yes.
gifts to
Yeah, when you're
different
more
people.
free up to go and
Or you can just keep the Iron Blade, because I actually like I think the Iron Blade actually looks pretty cool.
I mean, getting
Yeah,
more
but-
abilities is good.
I don't know if it's really
She said,
cool or
as
if I
many
just
as
got
you
used
can
to it because
carry, so
you're
maybe
stuck
a
with
few
it for
more?
like half the game.
yeah, but Sabo, the Iron Blade is an Iron Blade, whereas the mystery weapon could be anything. It could even be the Iron Blade.
That's true. It's just funny how like the weapons are not very balanced as far as when they give them to you in this game,
Whoa, foxtails,
as opposed
huh?
to Rebirth, where
I
it's
gotta
like every
hand it
chapter,
to
new
you. I
weapon
never
for
would've
everyone.
thought of that.
Yeah, because like most of the cast don't spend like half the fucking game separated, and
Yeah, but even with Cloud, it's like nothing. It's like Iron Blade and then
Now,
nothing for
What do you say?
like
Shall we go?
half the game.
oh, yeah, it's, like, as I said, you get the mystery weapon, and don't know what it could be.
And then you can buy the hard edge when you get to
Always
Wall
hard.
Market.
Yeah.
No need to.
I don't know. Clouds is relatively spaced out. It's just everybody else.
What were they gonna call it? The wood edge?
Sure you are. And when you're done, you'll be drowning in job offers.
Could have called it the Massive Dong. Could have called it Cloud's Magnum Dong.
It's like they got hard man, they got wood man.
The Magnum Strife.
Rock man.
Cockman. Wait.
So, how do you think they'll
9/11 man.
Well,
We'll
we'll
never-
soon find out.
We'll never escape our sin.
Everyone I've talked to actually thinks that's funny. Like they're like, it's so bad, it crosses the line to funny.
Excellent.
Well, I was like 9/11 man. Then I told them, but it was just gonna be the twin towers with googly eyes and stumpy arms and legs. And they're like, that's actually pretty funny. I wasn't following you when you said 9/11 man, but you were like, oh well, if it's googly eyes, that makes everything funny.
And obviously it throws little planes at people.
Yeah. It
No,
shoots them out of its
he
mouth.
doesn't shoot planes. He shoots jet fuel. He has a pump
Yeah.
that pumps jet fuel.
Which, as we all know, cannot possibly melt steel beams.
But the way is that you just hide behind a steel beam and it can't melt it, so you're fine.
Oh, I like the little chalk drawing of the Moogle.
Don't worry, in a few years we'll be able to say Epstein
wait
Island
out here.
Man.
It's true.
Oh, okay. But I might be a while. Why not check out the town?
Spiked wall, man.
Taxman!
No, we defunded him.
Oh. Damn it.
That would be the Mega Man villain endorsed by certain people. Vaccine Man. He's giving watch out, Mega Man! He's gonna give you autism!
Not again!
Oh no, now Mega Man has autism.
You could see the sky?
I always knew this day would come.
We'll have to send out
Does that,
roll now.
does that make him turn into bad box art Mega Man?
Sure. Why not? Bad box art Mega Man is like a great joke that was poorly timed.
Oh, yeah, with Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah, like I think having that would have been like a great joke people would have loved if it hadn't have been like literally at the time of Mega Man Legends 3 getting cancelled and basically no new Mega Man game, which we're still in, but
The Leaf House.
just a great joke that was badly timed.
Yeah.
Eric is such a sweetheart.
Watch out, everyone! It's Diddy Man.
Give the local cuisine the flavor you
That is now the legacy of him, and people just like, P. Diddy, for whenever they want to talk about someone being a pedo.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
No, it's much too dangerous.
He. Be a while before he gets topped.
It will be.
If they asked us. The spice is in it.
Right now, I
Jenna,
think
do-
I'm just walking around looking for the kids.
So are you gonna move down south if you're close to your family, or are you gonna stay in like the
I'm
Jersey
gonna
area?
move to another place in Jersey so I can keep doing my job.
Yeah. Keep being in Jersey, gotcha.
For now.
You could move closer to Dan.
Hey, Saber, you want to come visit?
I probably would for lack of any other, real life friends.
Fair.
If I lived near you, I probably would come by often. Like, I'm lonely and I have nothing to do.
Got what you need to stay safe?
So Romery and Sadry are Roan.
I love Team America. It's a stupid movie.
Can't leave without telling her.
I mean, I drove down to Delaware to watch Shin Kamen Rider with the one guy I play D&D with, just for lack of anyone else to watch it with.
I'd have watched it with you.
Well, yeah, but going all the way to the UK would be.
Also, I don't think it played in theatres here. I think I had to wait for it to come
I
out
don't
to
think
put
it
on
played
Prime.
theaters there. Well, I could drive to Delaware. Flying you from the UK over here, I think is beyond my price range.
So, what'll it be?
So I think
Sell
the
me
next
that
movie
CD. A record.
Come back.
I think the next film I'm going to go and see is the new Superman movie.
Oh,
Looks
yeah,
good.
That comes out soon.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
I'm torn if I want it to succeed or I want it to fail.
Yeah. Well, if this fails, then this is literally the last time you'll have to get like proper Superman in the DC universe movie, because he'll go out of copyright by the time they work up the stones to do another one.
Oh, I mean, I was hoping they'd just give up and like redo it again, but without James Gunn.
Why do you not like James Gunn?
I don't trust him
Why?
to run a decent DC movie universe.
Why? Managed to make people like the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was.
And people liked his Suicide Squad movie. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I heard it
'cause
was good.
I'm not, because I don't think it was a great. I didn't hear it was a great character piece. So
Beat me to it by 1 second.
So I don't know. I'll give it a shot. It seems like it's actually trying to do a Superman movie. This Guy Gardner has his stupid haircut.
Say that. Sounds like someone spooked the kid.
For that, it's worth the price of a ticket.
People are like, Nathan Fillion is so old to play Guy Gardner. But I'm like, Guy Gardner's not exactly a handsome-looking man to begin with.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
If
Guy
anything,
Gardner's
if
a rough
anything,
and
Nathan,
tumble.
if anything, Nathan Fillion playing him 10 years ago would have looked too handsome to be Guy.
They say he's
Yeah.
sick or something. Oh,
Oh, he looks
I
just
mean,
about
this is a
right.
guy with a bulk cut in the face like somebody punched him.
I'm gonna check it
Yeah, probably 'cause somebody did punch him.
That description. I'll come
I was
with.
gonna say, even in his mid-50s, Nathan Fillion still probably looks too handsome to be Guy Gardner.
I do like
But
that
hey,
they
it's-
let Guy Gardner have his stupid fucking bowl cut.
Yeah, they insisted.
How else would you know it was him?
Yeah.
They
Might
could've
you
done-
think
they
it was
could've
White
done
Jon
that-
Stewart
They
then?
could have done that stupid crew cut thing, but I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad it's the dumb
Uh,
bowl cut.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
No. So a friend of mine opened like a thing that had like mini Funkos, and then they pulled. It was like DC stuff, and they pulled out like this one figure. And like, is this Black Adam? And I looked at it, and it's green. And it's Jon Stewart's Green Lantern.
Ooh, that sounds
And I'm like,
fun.
no,
Count
that's
me
Green
in.
Lantern. Black Adam isn't, despite the name Black Adam, is not actually black.
Very strange.
He's like Middle Eastern.
Appeared to be in my database.
Yeah.
And that's bad?
There must have been some sort of server error.
Which I thought was
Oh, well,
both cute but
any
also a
friend of Cloud's is sure
smidge
to
bit
be
racist. It's like saying Black Panther's black. Wait.
Actually, aren't they coming up with a white Black Panther, or was that a joke?
I've come up with the most
I mean, I wouldn't put it
fascinating
past them. Sounds like a
Because I
terrible
heard,
enough
I
idea.
heard they're actually
so
doing
stupid,
that.
I can see them do it.
That's like
Sounds like
a new character they're playing on Introduced who's a white guy who's Black Panther, and I'm like,
I might know how to develop
that,
summoning
I don't think that's gonna go over very well. But on the other hand, I mean,
Scientists say that
Do
this
it.
material can only
I'm
become
on the other hand,
Haven't
if the whole thing is like changing up characters' race, technically that's
I would
not
like to
incorrect.
test this theory by way of my combat simulator. To wit, I want you to fight and defeat
And go for
summon
it.
data in
You
VR.
know, see what happens, I
I
guess.
sense that you find my phrasing to be somewhat obtuse.
If you won't recast Chadwick Boseman, what else are you gonna do?
Please let me know when you've made your preparations.
Hire another black guy?
That doesn't sound right.
Apparently, they want T'Challa removed like from the comics and everything completely to like honor him, which I think sounds like they're going way too far.
Yes.
Is it to honor him, or is it because they're pissed that he's basically screwed them?
Well, we gotta break
Two
the
things can be
rules.
true.
That is true. I
'Cause-
mean, he did basically become one of their most popular characters by telling him, by the way, I have stage 3 cancer and I'm probably not going to survive the next decade.
Yeah, he didn't tell any single one of them that he had of his diagnosis.
He's
And-
like, I'm probably going to die before you can even get half the stuff you want me in done, but I want this role, so I'm going to keep that to myself.
And then, like, the best fucking Chad move possible, as they're about to start filming Black Panther 2. Oh, he's gone.
It's like,
You think he went?
be a real dick move if I died right now.
Do you think he did that like fucking Kami Guru?
Kids. Come on.
Super Kami Chadwick Boseman.
Be a real dick move if I was to die right now.
Flower, pretty blue flower. Won't you talk to me?
The her is what really sells it.
Yeah.
You guys have got a
With apologies to Chadwick Boseman's family, but, you know.
You know what? I think they'd be proud of him for doing that.
Honestly, I'm in Chadwick's fucking camp
Like,
right now.
I mean,
Good for
like,
him.
if you're
he's
if you're
100% correct.
If you're going to die by cancer within a year anyway, it's not the best time to die right when Disney needs you to do something.
Yeah,
And then
fuck
you
over
completely
Disney.
screw over
Yeah.
their plans.
So I'll be right back.
Absolutely. Absolutely, he's a bigger hero than Black Panther is for doing that. But I also definitely think that's part of the reason why they're like determined to unperson T'Challa the character. Is I think they're a little bit pissed that he screwed them so badly.
Because when he showed up in the new X-Men cartoon, they made a big point of being like, "That's T'Chaka, not T'Challa," and they're like, "Why?" I was like, "Because Disney was adamant it couldn't be T'Challa," and they're like, "But didn't we already establish that T'Challa was the guy in the Fantastic Four, which is loosely connected to Disney said it can't be T'Challa."
Yeah. So, like I said, feels but less about paying tribute and more which is being assholes. Oh no, when like the character Iron Man died in the movies, they didn't like unperson Tony Stark. I wish they had, but they didn't.
I bet I had to grab some water.
Even though they
it's hot out.
Yeah. Stay hydrated, or don't. I'm not your real dad.
Papa, you're back! Papa! They ran off this way. Be careful.
Sorry, I need more cigarettes. Be right back.
Yeah.
No, Papa! No!
Hey, I'm back from my 30-year journey to get milk.
Who knows? They're kids.
Oh, wouldn't you know it? I left my wallet.
Find them in time.
Oh, better go get some more. I'd say I love you, Dad, but we both know that's a lie. I did actually, because it's Father's Day here
I like
on
my
Sunday.
dad.
I mean, it's Father's Day here on Sunday. I did buy my dad a card that called
He's
him
probably
a
not
moped.
listening to this, but you know, I like my dad.
Yeah.
If he
I
is,
said
I'd be
those dads.
shocked.
I'm definitely not grooming your son.
I've told my family we do this, but I don't think they listen. And I'm like, I can't really blame them.
Yeah, I get it.
In fact, I'm kind of happy they don't, because I don't want them hearing me talking about stuff like 9/11, man. And Chadwick Boseman deliberately killing himself to spite Disney.
Hey, we don't say. Wow. That's allegedly.
So, you know, maybe it's a good thing they're not.
Yeah.
It is funny though how like they are like they're like how do we can't recast? Like what do you mean you can't recast?
I'm like he did it to Terrence Howard.
Yeah, the recast Rhodey, that was easy enough.
And now they're at the point so bad they're like, shit, bring back Robert Downey Jr. No matter how much he asks for.
Now he'll be back, and he'll be evil. Because
I think
could be a
they're
big
bringing him
effect
back
for the
because they
Marvel?
want to introduce an alternate universe Tony Stark, played by someone
There they are.
younger who's going to stick around for another 10 years. But like, they didn't think anyone would accept him unless Robert Downey Jr. was also there to be like, I approve of this guy.
I don't think it's that much. I think they're just desperate.
I think it's desperate, though I could also see what Sabo's saying, because, like, let's be real, most people who are fans of Iron Man aren't a fan of Tony Stark. They're a fan of Robert Downey Jr.
Try to stay behind you.
Yeah. Or they're a fan of the way he played Tony Stark.
Well, yeah, he's playing Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why, you know.
Because he's not playing Tony Stark. All of the,
most cartoon depictions of Tony Stark following Robert Downey Jr.'s casting are basically just being Robert Downey Jr.
Back to mullet,
One of them is even specifically played by the guy who does Robert Downey Jr.'s ADR when he's too busy to do lines.
Bring back the mullet look, I say.
You know what? I think the mullet did look good on him. You know what? I'm gonna say I think the mullet looked good on Superman.
Okay then.
I can see it. Why doesn't Batman dance anymore?
Why doesn't Batman dance anymore?
But yeah. Other than that, I mean, obviously Disney has the capability to like recast actors, and honestly, like any argument of saying that well, people wouldn't accept like a new T'Challa. Yeah, you literally have like them recasting Rhodey, and people weren't like. Nobody really cared.
You'll get like a couple of people that'll be like, oh, but that's about it. But also,
there are a lot of people that thought that like Black Panther was made up just for the movie, and T'Challa was the only. The only person who ever played T'Challa was Chadwick Boseman. Because like when he came out on Marvel, that crappy Marvel game that was eventually destroyed, and he was voiced by Christopher Judge as Chadwick Boseman. Like, how could they replace Chadwick Boseman? And like, Chadwick Boseman was never going to be in this game, even if he didn't die.
Also,
because none of them are.
Also, let's be completely fair. A vast majority of like the fan base wouldn't be able to tell like if they replaced one black guy with another black guy.
Well, they could, because they're like, this is Teal. That's not Chadwick Boseman. Like, Chadwick Boseman wasn't.
Oh, I meant physically. I was calling a lot of MCU fans racist.
I knew what you were saying.
I mean, that's what Pearlwater claimed. I don't know. Yeah, they were like recasting. Like, whatever. Nobody's gonna think there's a problem with one black eye and another. It's like, it's all right. This is also the guy that wouldn't let them
Anyway.
Marvel for the longest time because he didn't think she'd be well liked.
I mean, she wasn't, so...
I mean, she wasn't, but if they'd cast her before, like, their option was Brie Larson, maybe it would have been.
Yeah. But it's possible. I will say it does feel bad.
I'm just saying, if they introduced her in the original Avengers and built her up over the course of the movie instead of just dropping her in as Woman Jesus, like Joss Whedon wanted to do, it probably would have worked. Joss Whedon does occasionally have a good idea. But Disney said no.
Sounds like Disney.
Disney said no because we're like deliberately setting her up to be the female face of the Marvel franchise, which means we have to introduce her the right way.
Not looking good, dumbass.
Oh my! Oh, I'm spiraling. I should have upgraded Eris stuff. This is my fault. Stupid focus on this bullshit. Yeah, I just death spiraled and died.
Damn.
How'd you do that?
Went to an area you shouldn't have done.
I think this is where I'm supposed to go.
I mean, there are some enemies that are just bullshit, but I don't think they're in the first game.
Yeah, no, this is
like
where I'm supposed to go. I just didn't
attach the cactus.
I didn't attach it to Aerith is the issue.
Oh yeah. How'd you enjoy the Cactar minigame?
The minigame, or the part where you have to fight him with Cloud solo, and basically if he casts 100 needles on you, you're dead.
You're dead. Yeah, that sucks.
Like how do you beat the Cactar? You have to like not be in a position where you can't dodge when he casts 1,000 needles, or you die.
Man, do you ever play the fight in the arena, in the Gold Source arena, where it's just against like 9 Tomberries?
No, I never got that far.
Oh.
I finished the game, and then I don't think I played it since. I probably should get back to it.
I did like fully finish it, and yeah, I've also. But the problem is, I'm always waiting for like. It's always the commitment of, well, I want to play Rebirth, but then I'll think, oh, but then I should replay like Remake again to like feed into it, you know. And then and then suddenly your like commitment from like jumps from like 80 hours to 160 hours, and then it's like, oh, jeez. Plus, also, I'm like, I want to replay the Cyber Sleuth games before Time Stranger comes out. But hey. Then eventually I'll get onto my One Piece rewatch.
The whole show?
I mean, might be a case of if I see very obvious filler episodes, like skip.
Aha, so most of the episodes.
Because I mean, that's like a several-year commitment.
There's only 1,000, like 1,100 episodes or something. It's going on break soon, anyway. It'll be fine.
It's going on break?
I think the anime is. I think the manga's having like a 2-week break.
Oh, so it's not that, because I'm gonna say if they take a break, they're probably not gonna come back.
I don't think he's coming back.
Time slots are at a premium in Japan. If you lose your slot, you're kind of done.
Yeah, but it's One Piece, man.
Like, even Pokemon didn't survive that.
I don't think Pokemon wanted to survive that.
I mean, I think I told you the problem with Pokemon anime. Which is that it was no longer serving its advertisement purpose once they started releasing it globally.
But
and
part
sponsors
of the
were pulling money.
But also, Pokemon animes that, like, trying to sell a game that doesn't need to be sold.
Yeah, they're like, we don't really need help selling this game. Kinda.
Like,
not anymore. They're good.
Like, One Piece manga sales are high in Japan, but like outside of Japan, yeah, the anime is going to be way more profitable. Especially because people don't like to read.
Oh my god, the damage these fuckers, these little shits do with their fireballs is insane.
I'm pulling up the chat. I'm pulling it up.
Okay, up and up.
Fuck off!
Can you call yourself a bodyguard?
Oh yeah, those assholes. I think they're weak to Blizzard.
Gotta be careful. Well,
Fuck you!
figures it would end like this.
I don't remember them being that powerful.
Jesus Christ!
You must be doing something wrong. I don't know what, but I don't remember it being that hard. And you're not under leveled for the spot.
They're
you
like
are.
shooting me for
Fire.
like 1 billion damage.
He says hit him with fire a lot, or LBs. I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're weak
The
to
one
fire.
person
Okay, my bad
watching.
then. There's at
Hi,
least two.
Leon.
Oh, 3. Okay, we got 3 people watching.
Yeah, let's end that shit. I'll close the tab then. Haha.
Okay, so
That's true. I am technically one of the people watching, so.
Yeah. Get that. Close that tab, sucker.
God. Let's see, what do I have equipped for her? She has lightning. What if... What if I give her fire instead? Cloud.
I mean, Aerith does have like high magic stats, so giving her offensive spells is never a bad idea.
Alright, let's see. Cloud. Let's give Cloud. Yeah, just give him some ice just to hopefully mitigate this shit. And like the first part's not bad. Like these guys, they'll go down pretty quick. And then for some reason, the other hedgehogs do like a 4 Brazilian damage. It's so fucking irritating.
You don't need to do any junction here for the cloud.
Damn.
I'll kill you myself.
Or play the song of
No
Storms.
holding back.
I'll kill you myself.
I forgot to ask how my other friend was doing with FF8.
Okay.
I assume Junction Ifrit to Squall.
Well, yeah, but he knew to do that before I was even able to make the joke. He's like, oh yeah, I knew that from the start. Like, you ever played this game before? Yeah, but everyone's online says to do that.
Oh, this thing's a fucking annoying.
He also knew not to level too much because of the enemies.
Come on, you can do it.
Smugger.
Sorry, but I
Yeah, be very careful saying that.
All the times.
Don't want to have a Randy Marsh situation.
Let's switch it up.
We've got to get through this.
Okay. And heal Aerith real quick.
Just a little should help.
All right. After you.
Come on, you can do it.
Sounds like the name of something a Captain Planet villain would make.
My name is Duke Nuke!
No, not him.
Oh.
Not Duke Nukem. His gimmick was ruining the ozone layer. Oh, I guess Smogger could run the ozone layer. Alright, maybe Duke Nukem would make him.
I would have thought his thing would be giving people horrible cancer.
No. He wanted... Duke Nukem wanted to kill the ozone layer to get more radiation for himself because he absorbed radiation and made him more powerful.
There's different types of radiation.
It all worked the same for him somehow.
Oh, why not just dig up some, radioactive material?
Because it wasn't the same.
Seems way easier than, like, in fact, you could generate UV radiation.
Also, you can use Aerith's limit. Oh, you should probably use Aerith's limit to heal everyone.
Yeah, her limit's really strong.
Bless them
Because you have
with your
a full
love
limit
and
bar for
grace.
both notification, you notice.
Can you?
So Eris is always good to pop for mass healing, since all of her since her limit breaks are always like associated with support.
So yeah, Duke Nukem and Captain Planet was usually like, I'm gonna ruin the ozone layer so I can absorb a lot of radiation and make myself more powerful.
And then he went, and then he fought the aliens to save the babes.
Isn't that right? My minion, who was voiced by Cam Clark. Yes, sir.
Wrong button.
Good old Cam Clark. So here's a real question for you, Saber. Now that
Yes.
now that Sky remake's coming out, how long until we get Cold Steel remake?
I don't know if there's anything to remake.
Oh, it doesn't.
Oh yeah, I know
Like,
there's the Lightning week.
Like they're remaking Sky because Sky was like the little SD game, but I mean like, what else is there? How could you remake Cold Steel? Like it's already a modern game system.
How could you tell that to Naughty Dog and Last of Us?
I mean, you
I
think
can't
they
wait
just
for the fourth
re-release it
remake.
again?
What'd you say, Dan?
If anything, we're
I
gonna
can't
get
wait
a
for the
Crossbell
fourth
remake.
remake of Last of Us. I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
If anything, we're gonna get
It's
a
coming.
Crossbell remake since most of the assets are already done.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't announce that was getting remade, since they,
I mean,
pretty much.
because I guess they want to do Sky first.
Okay, let's head back.
All right, kids, we're going back.
Oh, okay. That girl is kind of dark
Let me up.
complexion.
We got on the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
They're not
okay,
all
okay,
white
so,
here.
so I guess Barrett isn't the only black man in Midgar.
No. And even if he was, it would be very insensitive to just say. It's very insensitive to just say to pick
Oh,
out a
God!
lineup.
More of them.
There's a new enemy. These things.
The enemy.
Smugger.
Smarter these nuts.
Bundle up.
It's ambitious to say to things that can and have kicked your
I'll
ass.
show you what I can do.
No, they were fine. It was the hedgehog eyes that he was struggling with.
Yeah, because the fireball. So, but I did a little better after I just started spamming Blizzard anytime it was up on them.
Cloud here used to be a soldier. He was? Did you go fight in the war?
I
You
might
need to chill out.
How'd you get to be so strong? Well, I let a crazy man inject me with science juice.
It felt great.
I didn't let him, to be fair. But let's be honest. Hojo's never been one to ask for consent.
I'm gonna say I don't think Hojo cared. Doctor, I don't consent.
I don't care.
I still love the little detail of the materia parts like embedded into the weapon.
Oh yeah.
You're dead.
It's one of
Hedgehog!
many. He hates that hedgehog. What can I say?
I hate that hedgehog!
Remember, getting mugged, just say no. Robert cannot legally take any of your possessions without your consent.
It's true. Ah, thank you, Blizzard.
That wasn't so bad. To be a soldier like you. You can't
Oh
throw
right,
it to
the
be
spell. I
a
was like,
soldier. You
this is
gotta work at
turn
it.
up for the
Without
books.
things I'm good enough to be
Thanking the
I was gonna say,
company.
I thought you were going to talk about Blizzard, the company, for a second.
Yeah.
What? No.
I don't know many people praising Blizzard.
Not nowadays.
Yeah, well-
There was a time.
I don't know if I feel like they've just been fucking dead quiet for now, for the last sort of couple of weeks, months maybe.
No way. It was way faster than that. Yeah, like
The kids are talking about how cool Cloud is. They get it.
Damn, Cloud, you're so cool. You're like the second coolest person we know. Who's the coolest? I mean, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Dude. You know, that's fair. I can't outcool Shadow the Hedgehog. He is the coolest.
Shadow also has a motorcycle. I'm just saying.
No one's born cool except possibly Kingu.
Shadow.
It's that meme with the Cloud. Nobody's more cool except maybe. And it's just a picture of Shadow the Hedgehog. Specifically the Shadow the Hedgehog game cover art.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Is Tifa like?
I do need to make sure that I have more things set up for like
Bet she's someone
weaknesses.
special.
It's not like that.
But then again, it's also harder right now when my
More
party is Cloud, and then if I'm lucky,
I don't know
a
how to
random
explain.
character of these plots
see.
choosing at the moment.
Yeah, you will eventually get to have 3 characters.
Oh yeah, it'll actually be a lot easier to like strategize and synergize once the later in the game, slash also Rebirth.
Well, Rebirth, there's basically no point where you don't have,
Just about everybody.
yeah.
Well, no, you have everybody, but the game likes to force select a lot of the time.
Yeah,
because
but you're almost
cutscenes.
always with, like, a party of 3.
Yeah. They're never like, you only have 2 people here.
Okay.
Except when it's like, you know, gold saucer dates.
Since you're so cool. You
Or
guys are
Red
both
13's
grown-ups,
cave.
but you're also one of us now.
For some reason.
You can come and play here
Well, it's,
whenever you want.
you know, it's just about a dog and his best human friend.
Oh man, I'm cool with the kids now. Hey, fellow kids! Let me get my skateboard out, my backwards cap.
The children like you.
How do you do, fellow children?
Hello, my fellow kids.
Well, what do you think? Do I have what it takes?
Hey, who do I talk to get my special sword?
It's the kids.
Well, I mean, they're here, but I don't see any talkie prompt.
Oh, so you have to go to the secret spot.
Well, they gave me
Let
a
me
key
pull
to
up.
their hideout.
Yeah, you gotta find the hideout.
Oh.
I wonder where it is.
Testament, Guilty Gear, what are you doing here?
No, that could be anyone.
Could be a Sith Lord. You know, my
It could be M. Bison. It could be M. Bison back from the dead again.
Not him.
Man.
It looks pretty damn similar.
I like that both. I like how both times I was told, oh yeah, like this big tentpole fighting game franchise has killed killed one of its most popular characters, its primary villain. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I was right both times.
Yeah. The only reason I kind of believed Heihachi for a minute was because I was like, well, I could see them doing that because of the voice actor's death.
Yeah.
And like when they showed off Rain, I was like, yeah, this is about what I figured they would do. Though Raina's moveset, then Raina's moveset wasn't a 1-to-1, so I was like, I was starting to like raise an eyebrow.
Dead surprise.
And then, well, here he is, back to life. I mean, they could have done the thing of just having him be a non-canon DLC character that's just there to play, but
They could have, but they didn't.
They could have, but they know what.
But I also kind of like the idea of Heihachi just coming back because fuck you. Weirdly enough, I'm more okay with him coming back because fuck you than Bison. And I don't even know why.
Right. Come on.
Because I rolled my eyes at Bison where Heihachi I was cackling.
Because I guess it's because they made a big deal about Street Fighter 6 being a new generation. You know, we're getting rid of those old characters nobody wants to play with anymore.
Except for all the Street Fighter 2 characters, including the ones nobody wants.
Yeah.
Like fucking E Honda.
Cloud, I know a lot of people.
Everybody loves E Honda.
Nobody likes E. I know one person who likes E Honda, and I'm not convinced they actually like E Honda.
Interested in helping out?
Well, I'm all for it. We still have plenty of time.
Do I like E Honda, or is it just because he has like no winning matchups in Street Fighter 2, so he's the underdog?
Information. Come find me if you want to know. The monsters out there are getting stronger and stronger. But that's no problem for you, though.
I had a fucking argument with a friend about something similar, which was his argument was like
look at this kid's fucking Moogle fit.
Oh yeah, that guy.
This kid's dripped. I'm just saying, this kid's dripped out of his fucking mind.
Sorry, your fucking thing isn't nearly as good as his hat. Look at that. Your fucking hood, trash. His hat, fucking clean.
Oh my, is that a Moogle? You can see me, Kupo? Then you two must be very, very special people. Welcome to
I was not ready for the Moogle kid.
I'm the owner, Moggy. You must not be
I forgot about him.
with Mog the Moogle. It's a pretty famous fairy
Goodbye.
tale. Mog wanted to bring happiness to all the Moogles of the forest. So he decided
Yes,
to
yes,
help
yes. We've
shuffle
all
the
met
monsters.
Mog in various games.
Sometimes he's sharpening the knife.
Happiness of the slums, like Mog.
I'm sharpening my knife, Kupo.
Only people with the purest of hearts can even see Moogles.
Only people with the purest of hearts, and how come I can fucking see you?
Well, Moogle magic isn't.
Oh, speaking of, I guess we're getting that FF9 remake after all. Since
Oh no, I'm not talking
everything
about
else on that
Cloud
list.
or the character. I'm talking about me.
Enough Moogle medals.
Oh.
Nah, I'm just.
Buy membership first.
maybe realize we're getting an FF9 remake, I guess, since everything else on the leaked list came out, including Tactics, which was just announced last week.
Yeah, but you know, maybe they'll change their mind.
What do you do with the medals?
Who knows?
They better not.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. So Game Fest finally convinced a friend of mine that I've been trying to tell that we won't see any more about Kingdom Hearts until this game's third part comes out, to finally believe that.
What do you do?
I see you're working
Oh,
hard.
he had like the copium expecting there to be more Kingdom Hearts 4, even though I kept saying like it won't happen until this next. I explained the reasons they want to focus on getting these games out in the same generation,
Yeah.
and then making a collection pack.
This is how I earn a living.
And they also want it out before the game or during the game's
I
anniversary.
thought you were just doing it for
And also before like more
Oh.
VAs drop dead.
Oh wait, I just looked. Leon. Oh wait, Leon is the person who likes it. Okay, fair enough.
I mean, Klaus
For E-Honda.
Japanese VA did turn 51 today.
Yeah, I better hurry the fuck up.
But so yeah, I definitely so like when we were talking about that like a couple weeks ago, I was like, yeah, that's definitely I think the plan is to get it out, so they can then like even like in the next Gen Con just release a Final Fantasy remake, the full story collection or some shit.
Yeah, Square's also pretty terrible announcing stuff like years before, like almost a decade before it's even close to being ready.
Yeah. So like,
Which is kind of funny in like the modern landscape where you have like games being announced that they're coming out the same year or within like 6 months of
the
being
one
announced.
thing I'll say
like-
about Square, even when with their big focus releases, even when there's stuff I don't care about, you can't call them rushed.
No. Nothing about their games feels lazy. Might not feel great, but it doesn't feel lazy. Except FF15's ending. You gotta always put that caveat. FF15, the game that took like fucking 15 years to make, and still somehow felt rushed.
Ooh, a new
And
weapon
where's
for
the
Aerith.
fucking... The silver staff. Yeah. And then the art... Honestly, yeah, it's worth it to, maybe not on stream, but to grind out Moogle medals to unlock all of these, because these increase... They give you more skill points. Graveyard Key will be relevant for a later point, not now.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is probably something I might do on my own.
I would at least suggest getting, like, if you can afford it, the Art of Swordplay.
Moogle medals. I have 5. This costs 5, so I could afford this specifically. So I bought Aerith's staff in this essentially, which
Yeah, but
which I think is about what you would want. That and also the record because I wanted the record.
that's fine.
All right, there we go.
It doesn't like the Gold Saucer theme, isn't it ingrained in all of our heads?
Forever.
I've got a ton of medals. Which means I can bring happiness to a ton of
Just
people.
turn every fucking record player into it.
Maybe say it like you mean it.
No, I mean, if we're gonna do that, there's only one song I would want, and
Is
it
it
was the,
the Chem Diddley Chocobo or whatever it was called?
From ear to ear.
no, I want the Crazy Chocobo one,
Well, that won't do.
which is the fucking
Come on,
hard rock metal Chocobo riding song from 13.2 and Rebirth.
Is that in this? Oh, you said Rebirth. Never mind, it's not in this game.
Yeah, it's in Rebirth, it's not.
Well, I have that to look forward to when I eventually play Rebirth.
Yeah, we'll get there one day.
I don't know if that'll be a stream game or not. I think if I stream it, it'll be after I've played it on my own, since it's a long
Yeah, fair.
game. Also, I haven't had issues with disconnecting on the controllers anymore because I changed the port that my hub's on to one of the ports in the back, and it seems to have got rid of the problem.
Nice. Riveting story.
I mean, it was happening at almost every stream, so I feel like, and it hasn't happened in this long stream, so I was like, you know what, I feel like I should say something.
Hey,
Man, you know what, I kind of respect him for having the cojones to come out with those pink shorts on,
somebody help me!
and that, like,
This
He-
is
he-
no.
he-
This is the look of a man whose life has gone to shit. But like he knew he had to get up, and he's like, "Oh fuck! Oh, I fucking mixed my red shirt in with my white shorts again. Fuck! Well, I have no other shorts."
and he chose the green shirt to go with it.
I'll handle it.
You will?
No,
Oh, man,
he
you're
didn't
the
choose the
best.
green shirt. The green shirt chose
I hear
him.
the Shadow Intruder detected or some other nonsense when they floated
You
up.
just wake up one day and choose the green shirt. No. You hear its siren call.
Choose the green grab me the green shirt. Put me on your body.
Get your hands on the hottest.
Become cloaked in the green.
Now, what is it with this shroom and weed?
You guys want some weed?
Aerith, you're back.
Come,
Gonna get high?
with the flowers.
You wanna get high?
Lovely, don't you think?
Hey guys,
Great
you wanna get
job.
high?
That's wonderful. Isn't it? Oh,
I
I
won't
nearly
get high.
forgot. I saw some Shinra suit walking toward your house a little while ago.
How incredible that they tried to design the most annoying, hateable character and they succeeded.
The funny thing is, but he became popular too at the same time.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you fucking mean you like him?
Oh. You're that former soldier.
Don't forget to bring a
aren't you?
chair.
Cloud, was it?
Remember they had like a
Former
whole
soldier
like
turned
weird
problem
episode
solver.
where it was like
Are you okay,
they
Miss
had like a
Olivia?
whole like tally
You look
program,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like
I
a
am
super
pretty
soldier
upset.
fucking thing,
The kids are still off
and the
doing
kids just
patrols,
wanted to
even
play
though
it
it's now
on
time
like
for
the
their
not
lessons.
Xbox.
Not a single one of them has come back yet.
Patrols? Is that a leaf house
I
thing?
like how her apron has stamp on
Can I
it.
help out?
That's right. In return for the donations we receive, the kids go around town.
How you know she's a Shinra dog.
running errands, that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, look at it,
I
it's
don't
right there,
suppose you've seen any of them.
the dog,
Have you?
Shinra.
Yeah. Don't like where he's looking though.
I have some important plans this evening, and I really need to go and get ready.
To go round them up?
That would be wonderful.
I wasn't
There are
even
5
thinking
them
of
on
that.
patrol right now. They all wear homemade swords on their backs, so they should be easy to spot.
All right, time to find all of the kids with their homemade swords.
Watch out, he's got a sword. You idiot, we've all got swords.
Wow, you're that soldier,
Man,
right?
they're all just cosplaying Cloud. I understand, I get it.
I heard bad people broke the Mako reactor, and there's gonna be
Are
a
they?
war because of it. Is that true?
Are
Possibly.
they really cosplaying
But isn't there
Cloud?
something else you should be worrying
Could be
about right now?
anyone.
I forgot
But
about
especially Sephiroth.
It's actually,
Oh,
they're
that's
actually
not why- that's
cosplaying
not-
Squall.
That's not what I was.
No.
Actually, no, that's not what I was thinking of. But
Who are you thinking of? Genesis.
no, not Genesis. Never Genesis.
Hey there. How goes
Could
the patrol?
feel the
Yes,
soul leave your body with that.
Than usual.
No, they could. I mean, they could be playing another guy who has swords
Well,
suspiciously
you've
like
been keeping
Cloud's.
a very sharp lookout.
But nah, can't be.
But don't you think you're forgetting
There's
something?
only
Ah,
one
Gilgamesh.
Cloud.
Oh, Miss Folia's lessons.
That's
I
true. They
gotta
could be
get back to the
cosplaying Gilgamesh.
house.
I think they need more swords though.
He's got a sword!
I wish I could have helped build a playground.
Oh wait, I gotta turn around.
See the sky?
I must find all of the children's, that way I get the special sword.
By the way, if I recall, this is actually doesn't display something properly because I remember it's taking like an hour wandering around
having
until I
that
looked up
problem?
online and I was like, oh, this kid is not at all where the map implies he is.
I recall having that problem, but you know.
In fact, I remember that happening
Hopefully-
I remember that happening more than once in Rebirth and Remake where I'm like, this is not at all where the map implies he is.
Want to help me out too?
That's so
I think I remember having that with some of like the Gilgamesh side quest stuff in Rebirth.
Hey there. How goes the patrol?
You know
Oh,
your
I'll tell you what the
favorite
worst one.
Picking up garbage and giving people
I
directions.
like Gilgamesh.
Plus,
No, I'm
I
talking
helped
about
an old
Sabo.
lady cross the street.
Oh.
You've been busy.
Actually, you know what area I think was the worst for that though? The jungle area.
Oh, well, I mean, the jungle area is just fucking awful in
Did
general.
you see Miss Folia?
Yeah.
Is she mad?
I'm not looking forward to having to play that again.
No. I'm sorry.
But you get to meet mystery character. We can't actually. Can we say her name because Dan won't know who she is, and also,
That's right, he's right, he's never played Crisis Core.
and we'll forget by the time we get there. Yeah, that's where you meet Cisne.
Yeah, you could have said any name and I would have just blinked at you anyway.
He doesn't know who that is.
You want to open up a
Yeah,
shop of your
he's fine.
own
He doesn't know
someday?
who Cisne.
You could be making shit up for all I know.
Lots of money and use it to help the
Even if he'd had have known Cisne, even if he had have played it, I'm not sure he would have remembered Cisne because she's just sort of there.
But that's a
Standing
secret,
there,
okay? I'm not going to tell
menacingly.
anyone. Anyway,
Less
I gotta go
menacingly.
study.
Yeah, she's not very menacing.
I think the most notable thing is that she stole Axel's weapon.
I thought she stole Yuffie's weapon.
I mean, she has a... I mean...
Where are you going?
No, I'm
lad?
confused. Was it a shuriken or was it a chakram?
That was a shuriken.
Damn it. You're gonna make me look it up. You're gonna make me look up Cisne.
Big
How dare
fucking
you.
ninja star. Ah, I see. I found the kid you guys were talking about on accident. The one right here that's outside the little radius.
Yeah.
I just kind of accidentally stumbled on him.
Yeah, that stumped me for like an hour.
It's a real honor to meet you. I think
You know what,
Like,
Sepo?
you're not in the spot where everyone else is.
You know what, Sepo? We're both sort of right.
These are dangerous times. A reactor blew up
I
and a
hate when
bunch
that
of kids
happens.
lost their friends and families. Who knows what might blow
If
up
Discord
next?
will allow me to upload, there we go.
That means more children might be coming to the house soon. And I think the teachers are gonna have a whole lot more work to do.
Big fucking star, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, but she
Yeah,
is
it's
one of them,
obvious.
which makes her closer to Yuffie than Axel.
I have to get back right now.
She has red hair.
Let's go back to the house.
See, I would remember that if I played it.
Yeah, exactly. He would remember it.
She's
You might even
not the
say he
comic
got
relief
it.
character.
Isn't she?
No one kills Cisne.
No one dead. She inexplicably survived, and we were all just like, oh yeah, Cisne. I guess it makes sense that she would show up, because she
She's like, oh
didn't.
yeah, whatever happened to her? She never did die. She just kind of never showed up again.
Oh, that's what happened. She went
You know,
to...
she just kind of never showed up again. It's almost like the game she was introduced when came out after the main game did.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah, where does she... You know...
I saw him near the hideout.
Someone asked, hey Cisne, where did you go? And she's like, me, Gongaga.
The Toad King? A weird,
The
creepy
Toad
monster
King?
we've seen near the hideout lately. He wears a crown and walks around
No,
like
it's
he owns the
someone's hometown. I can't remember who though.
He's gotta be monster royalty.
But who doesn't like Gongaga?
I bet a soldier could beat him up easy.
Oh yeah, real easy. But here's the thing. I don't work for free.
I don't.
Or cheap.
But we don't have any money.
And
Class
Klaus
trying to
gets there
shake
and
down
he's
these
like,
fucking children.
Wouldn't ask for money. But if we ask any other grown-ups for help,
give me more
Give me all
money.
your money.
hideout, then that'll be it.
But money's the currency in Kingdom Hearts. We use Gil.
Oh, and we'll give you some cool treasure if you do. And if that's not
Treasure?
enough, I'll pay the rest of your fee once I open my shop. Well, if you won't help, then we'll just have
It
to
better
kill
be cool
ourselves.
treasure.
I'll do it for 3 gil.
3 gil.
I'm offering a special discount right now on Toad King jobs. Looks like it's your lucky day.
In reality, Cloud's like, I don't really want to walk away and hear that a bunch of kids died trying to fight a monster.
No, he's just very good. He's just an expert haggling.
Ah, I see. Working them down.
Yeah.
I see. Pay your tax, kids! That's what Leon said in the chat. Alright, let me go fight this Toad King, and then I think this might be where I'll stop for today. Let's see if the Toad King kicks my shit in.
What's Cloud gonna do with Lando, Leon? You see what the property market's like these days?
Yeah. Especially
This
here.
is in a slum. There's like actual shit raining from the sky because the sewers are inexplicably above them.
Who designed this crap?
Oh, Shinra. That makes sense.
Well, you know, yeah, you're right.
Fucking pizza.
Get back.
Oh, hi Toad, man. Oh, no, you're not a Toad, you're a hedgehog, I forgot. Anyway, die, please?
Calling ice.
The way they fling back Ragdoll style is kind of funny. It's like, whoa! I still hate them.
Poor
though.
hedgehog guys. He still hates that hedgehog.
I hate
You know,
Try to stay behind me.
your Robotnik arc is getting there.
These hedgehogs might make me become robotic.
Glad that's over.
At least the blizzard seems to do them in pretty quickly. Alright, let me find that... I gotta find that Toad King.
He's just go to the end of the path.
In his kingdom of hedgehogs. Hey!
Makes sense to me.
I'll protect you.
I'm pretty good at protecting myself, you know.
Alright, and we just
hedgehog's
hit you
in
with
the room with us
blizzard,
now.
and then you die.
That wasn't so bad.
Easy. Now that I have the recipe, they're not so bad. I say before they murder me horribly.
Calling ice.
That sounds like a challenge.
See you around.
Goodbye, hedgehogs. I would love to never see you again. Oh, even more hedgehogs. Oh, that's a specially colored hedgehog.
That guy knows what's what.
Oh, right. I remember how this works. Oh, you're gonna hate this.
Oh.
This isn't a game. Focus.
Trust me, I'm focused.
Freeze.
Oh. Oh. I see.
Just bringing in the boys.
Oh, no. No, no, no.
No, no, no.
Yes.
Oh, he isn't as bothered by it. Let's see here, did I give
This
you...
is delicious.
Might have a different. Yeah, he has a different weakness.
That's just not even hitting him.
Do you have the
Not looking good.
thing equipped that lets you check statuses?
I
The scan.
don't think I have it on me right now. Ow!
Keep it together.
I'm coming.
Stop bouncing on her head, you dickhead.
Get ready.
Son of a bitch!
Everything.
Oh, I hate these hedgehogs!
Hang back.
He's genuinely becoming a robot.
I
mate.
hate these hedgehogs!
So much for being a mercenary.
Fucking hate these goddamn
Dan-
stupid ass bitch ass
Dan's just
hedgehogs!
Dan's just developing a Robotnik mustache.
Ugh!
Here.
After he's done,
Sprouting.
he's gonna go to the bathroom and just shave all his hair off. My grasp on sanity remains absolute.
Alright, so I'm going to assume that one's weakness is probably fire instead.
Grasp on sanity remains absolute. Isn't that right, train? And then he turns to like a model train just sitting there.
It's fucking
I'll
Simpsons
look it
ass
up.
music. It has like the...
Yeah. He's one ice materia for him.
Oh, he's also ice?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
You can also guard against like the bounce attacks.
I didn't even see the bounce attacks coming. They just started like bouncing on my head like an asshole. Let's see here. Let me do some weapon upgrades. That could definitely help.
Yeah. Leon's right. Also, counters are your friend against like very aggressive enemies. So in what's the like heavy attack mode called?
The I know what you're talking about. How does like countering work again in this game?
You block and then you press like the attack button after they
okay.
rebound.
Wait, do I have another weapon? No, I just have these two. Unlocked, unlocked, oh, this one's not unlocked. Okay, let's see here.
Let's get that hedgehog. What's worse is it's kind of blue as well.
Yeah, he is. Don't worry, I did notice. I noticed very quickly that he was fucking blue.
He'd love to destroy the blue one, you know.
He's an obstacle that always gets in my way. You know what, let's give Aerith better Blizzard. And then...
one technique. Have you got the elemental materia?
What's that?
Yeah, it should be like a purple one.
No.
Okay, so what elemental can do is if you equip it onto a weapon and then in a connected slot, so you see like how you see on like Aerith's weapon you have two slots that are connected.
Yeah, that's how I set up for Blizzard.
Yeah, so if you have an elemental materia and you equip that onto a weapon, then any linked like elemental materia grants that attribute to your weapon attack.
You missed it in the previous chapter, which means you can't get it until a long time now.
It's not like a huge deal, but
well, a couple optional things.
Yeah.
I missed it the first time too. I finished the game. Why didn't I get an elemental materia? I was like, oh, I missed it. I was supposed to pick it up in like chapter 4.
Again. Okay, this is my button.
Yeah, it's the shoulder button.
See if I can just delete one of these hedgehogs.
I'll put you on ice. Stop it!
I agree. Stop it.
Well, that really sucked.
No, there's a freeze frame.
Get him!
Bounce.
Don't catch a cold.
I hate these hedgehogs! Blizzard takes so fucking long to connect!
Bundle up.
Yeah, Dan's not very good at the counter block. In fact, he didn't even know it was a thing until like relatively recently.
I hate these guys so fucking much.
They stole your potion.
Calling ice.
What a bunch of dicks.
Whoever designed these things, I hope they step on a Lego.
That would be Nomura.
Nomura, step on at least 7 Legos. You know what you did. You've done many things, so you get 7.
Surely it should be 13 Legos.
You know, like, you're absolutely right. 13 Legos.
Be right back.
Here goes.
Oh. Sepen's now gone to acquire 13 Legos.
Get him! Buckle up.
Too much?
Bring it.
You'll see. Yeah. What?
I fucking hate
Well, that really
so much.
He's pressured, so what you want to do when he's pressured, have a cloud.
Feeling chilly?
My turn.
Yeah, do that.
Sorry.
Get him!
Yeah, triple slash. I was gonna say triple slashing in there would be pretty. Yeah.
It's on now.
Keep it up. No need to panic.
If Aerith can survive, she'll have a limit break soon. There you go. So now you can use that.
Let the wind
Yeah, just triple slash is just really good at like dealing stagger damage. Oh, I was gonna say wait to use hers because. Okay, well, I think you got him now. Oh, cloud limit. That'll fill it. That should finish him.
I went quiet because I was just focused on murdering these fucking hedgehogs. Fuck you.
Damn, he gave him the old hawk tour. That's how much you know he hate fucks those hedgehogs.
Fucking hell. Eggman was right.
Eggman did nothing wrong.
Did you defeat the Toad King?
Yep. Kicked his
What
butt real
annoying
good.
pieces of shit those are.
I knew you could do it. Now we don't have
Yeah,
to worry
but now
about
you get the
being
super
so
special
great.
weapon.
Thank you so much. Here, this is for you.
Nail that.
The treasure we promised. It's definitely
Piece of wood with a nail in it.
Okay, kids. Playtime's over for them. I've prepared a special assignment for everyone. Find the others. Understood? I appreciate you getting rid of the Toad King, by
You must know all their secrets.
Oh, if only.
I think the last little bit of my sanity just went.
They're always on the move, looking for new
Leon is right though. It is actually a really good. It actually is a good weapon. Dan found out all his reward for all of that misery was a bat,
With a nail in it.
I help them back up.
but it does have a really good ability. So it is worth utilizing it at least. Like it's a funny weapon because it has no material slots.
Care for them, love them. That even if we're not,
You know, because the original weapon didn't have any material slots.
Yeah, because everybody has to have a joke weapon. It's like how Barrett has his fucking claw hand.
if I can do that for them, then well, then maybe I'm making this world a better place.
I know you are.
And then yeah, it also has a really strong ability, so it is at least worth grinding out for that ability.
And ran with it, I guess.
When I get to a grinding area, I'll work on it.
Close to what he was. Biggs is one of a kind.
I think he's hedgehogged out.
Oh, fucking
I've
hell.
completely lost track of time.
Do you have somewhere you need to be?
Oh.
More like a dream I need to fulfill. Thank you again for your help.
Fucking hedgehogs, nail, bat.
No idea.
Oh shit! I remember now.
From the king. In return, I let everyone
Nothing.
know
I'm not
you
saying
can
anything.
join
That
the
teacher
king.
might. That teacher won't definitely come back up again.
You want to know more? Then come to the
Look at this dumbass Brooklyn kid. You can tell he's from Brooklyn. With his dumbass baseball hat and his dumbass
I
baseball
want to
bat.
at least look at this stupid thing out. Well, first, obviously, I need to upgrade it. God. All the health. Oh. Alright, wait.
The hedgehog's broken.
Alright, let me put on my bat. All this for a fucking bat with the nails in it.
Counterpoint though, now when you hit Sephiroth, it could be all bonk. Grass grows, birds fly, brother, I hit people.
Bonk!
Boink!
Think this means another war's coming?
Doink!
Oh yeah, I know soldiers that like two-faced backstabbing sickos like you.
No offense. That broke me completely.
What are you, President's fan club? No, but your mother is.
Pornography starring your mother.
Be you? It could be me.
It could even be.
Oh, I know it's obvious. He was the red spy.
See, he'll turn red any second now. See, red.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, that's blood. Oh, it's in the hideout. The other little side quest. Let me see. Let me at least see what this is.
You're a force of nature, Dan.
Force of nature.
Now you get to play the game.
Might as well give it a look, and then we'll probably end stream. My brain is completely destroyed from that.
We can finally play whack
From
pack.
hedgehogs.
It's all thanks to you. Oh,
Hedgehog!
There's this tired-looking guy out by the community center, and I heard he was looking for some help.
Alright, kid, what do you have for me?
Oh, hey, Cloud.
Oh, wait.
You're just in time for our favorite game, Whack-a-Box. You want in? It's super fun. The rules are easy. The person who whacks the most boxes is crowned
Whack-a-box.
champion of the hideout. We usually don't let adults play, but since you're cool,
You hear that, Cloud? You're
special
cool.
exception just for you.
Just gotta whack a box.
Whack a box. You know, it's perfect that I'm doing this with the bat.
You have to do it with the bat, I think. Smashy, smashy.
Get ready.
Just don't use Punisher mode with the bat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I learned that just now, even though it is really funny.
So long.
You didn't learn triple slash off Iron Man.
Apparently not yet.
You should probably work on that.
Well, I assume he'll, once he maxes out bat, he goes back to Iron Blade because, you know, that has material. That weapon has material
I'm
slots.
just gonna be using it just for like these side bits. I'm not gonna fucking like. The second anything pushes back, I'm putting the Iron Blade back on and still working on that.
But that's like the best part.
You hit with bonk.
Just going around with a bat. When I played Rebirth, I was so sad that there was no bat.
Joke weapons in Rebirth? Oh wait, there's the parasol.
Oh, well, I mean, there's joke weapons for other characters, but like, all the Cloud's weapons are all except for the Buster Sword. Except for everyone's initial equips, all their weapons are different. Which means no more nail bat.
No, he has a parasol though, remember?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Well, we should.
Maybe the next game.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm trying to think what would be like the silly fun times in the next game.
Considering
there's
where we
Northern
are in
Con-
the plot at that point.
Well, there's Northern Continent, which is mostly you walking through a miserable frozen hellscape.
Wow, Cloud!
I mean, I assume you'll have to go back to Gold Saucer at some point.
Yeah.
See? Pretty fun, right? Play with us again, Kay?
We'll have to do Fort Condor.
Oh god, Fort Condor.
I am now a verified hero.
It feels good to help people out, doesn't it?
Oh wow. Why would My Hero Academia need like fucking
You having fun?
300 chapters to sort that out? Just wax a boxes, Deku.
Yeah, come on.
Show it more. Don't
Fucking
forget,
idiot.
It's all about service
Stupid.
and salesmanship.
Loser.
I'll leave that
Stinky.
Beta cuck male.
Think you can rely
Okay,
on me
Bakugo,
forever,
calm down.
mister.
Wasn't planning to.
That's good.
Nah.
'Cause I
If I was
command a
Bakugo,
very
there'd be
good salary.
homoerotic undertones. Undertones, overtones, let's be fair. I should just call them tones.
I forgot about you, kid. I'd laugh harder, my brain's already destroyed right now.
He's just got hedgehogs on the brain. Hedgehogs as far as you can see.
Hedgehog! Oh, God, yeah, I think that's where we'll stop for today.
So the problem is he started off as Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog Eggman, and now he's become Sat AM Eggman.
Snively, where is my heart?
Soon he'll become Comic Book Eggman.
That doesn't narrow it down. There's like 3 different comic book Eggmen.
Guess we'll never know.
It's time to leave.